You're watching F5. We are at GovWare 2024 in Singapore at the Marina Bay Sands. We're here at the F5 booth, however. I'm joined by my friend here, Li Ming from Red Hat. Li Ming, can I get you to introduce yourself?
Hey, hi everyone, my name is Li Ming. So I'm with Red Hat, Asia Pacific. I'm an AI architect for APAC itself.
All right, AI architect, I want to have AI in my job title, actually. I'm working towards that, maybe one day.
I can teach you AI.
Yeah, perfect. I need to learn some of that. And you can teach me Red Hat as well. Being the coverage that you have, I wanted to ask you, what kind of trends are you seeing right now in the area? What's hot as far as solutions?
Right, thanks. Right, I think when you look at from a Red Hat perspective and the regions that I cover, right, obviously AI is one of the hottest topics, right, in terms of what the customer journey today is at. Exploring Gen AI, for instance, right? How do they use Gen AI to help them to be more operationally efficient, right? To help them to deliver some of the use cases better and faster, right? And that's the kind of explosion of Gen AI I look at today.
Interesting. And as far as where people are running those workloads, I would assume being Red Hat, it's across OpenShift. Different form factors though, right? A lot of it probably microservices, some of it is also traditional VMs as well.
Right. Exactly right. So I mean, the way how we look at it is definitely hybrid and multi-cloud, right? And the way how AI is being done today, how do you bring AI to the data, right? And bring AI closer to the workload itself, meaning that could be even at the far edge, right? Where you need to run quick inference, right? Especially nearer to the user and nearer where the source of data will be coming from.
Yeah.
Right.
Interesting. I know we're seeing, and I've had some conversations with some of your colleagues in North America around people looking for solutions where they might be able to house their VMs in different locations, whether that's for upgrading their operating models. I know recently we had a win locally, so maybe you can kind of describe how we were able to work together.
Right, so I think it's a great question, right? Because when we look at the workload itself, right, they wanted to be having a more optimized, more efficient operating model to run their VMs. And that's again where the partnership is at, right? Today, Red Hat offers a great technology to host their VMs. We're very agile, very effective, right? And from a F5 Red Hat relationship perspective, right, how do you manage the networking, for instance, right? From a data center to another data center, how do you fail over workload? And that's exactly what our customers want today. They want a great platform to run their VMs, but they also want a great networking solution, right? To orchestrate all these workloads together, right, within a single platform, for instance.
Yeah. And even that orchestration, I've seen some of the migration for it is actually rather simple.
Right, exactly. So, I mean, from a Red Hat solution perspective, right, we do offer a migration toolkit, right, to help them to move the VMs over, right, and integrating it within our platform, right, so that they can manage it within a single platform, right, to be more agile and to be more cost-effective, effectively.
Yeah. Actually, that whole idea of having a single platform instead of, I saw people bringing up OpenShift clusters early days, so they would run it side by side with existing platforms, and slowly got to see people adopt that operating model and start to want to do more on a platform like that. I think especially because of the ecosystem, we've been able to work together. You guys have evolved the models to operators, so we can plug into things like that, making it easy for everybody to just all play nicely together.
Yes, exactly. Right, I think that's the value of what OpenShift brings to the customer. Right, so they can onboard their VMs, can manage the VMs, right, and together, again, back to our partnership, right. How a lot of times customers will want an active-passive kind of data center failover, and again back to the partnership, right. How do we work together and deliver some of these use cases jointly to our customers today?
I know on our side we have a number of solution architects that work on those solutions. I know on the Red Hat side as well, I've talked to a number of them, so it's all vetted, tested, and then very significant high-profile customers who have critical systems can use this. It's all validated. Okay, so you've got AI in your job title. Let me know what's Red Hat doing with AI?
Wow, that's $1 million question, right? So from a Red Hat perspective, we obviously had the view of how Red Hat should be for our customers. Being open source AI, being how do we tap in specialized language models, right, to be more cost effective, to be very specialized for your business need. Obviously we make a big announcement during Red Hat Summit, right, or even in the Red Hat Summit Connect in Singapore, where we have Matt Hicks, our CEO, talking about the AI strategy from a Red Hat perspective, right? How do you deliver the Gen AI use cases, for our customer, more in a cost-effective manner, right? And scaling it onto our platforms, right? Where you need to operationalize some of this AI workload today.
You actually made a good point earlier around bringing the Red Hat to the AI or bringing to the data, but that flexibility. Correct. So you guys have different it can shrink down, yes, and it can be a larger cluster too,
yes,
right?
Yes. So, you're spot on, right? Because depending on the needs of the customer, they may need different form factors, right? So just take an example, right? If you're on the edge, you could be using a single node, you can be using a 3-node, right? Or even all the way to the furthest edge. You have the smallest form factor like Microchip, right? Red Hat device edge to serve AI workload. But think about it, right? You still need to, you might be able to fine-tune or train your models. And where do you train that on? You probably train that in your data center where you have access to your GPUs, right? With OpenShift AI, right? Or if you just want to do model alignment, right? For instance, from a single box. And that's what RHEL AI with Instruct Lab is really meant to be, right? To do optimization, right? Of putting your enterprise data into the language model, right? To become more specialized to meet your enterprise requirements.
Very, very cool. Very exciting sector to be in. So I'll keep learning about AI and try to get AI into my title. Otherwise, thank you very much, Li Ming, for joining me today. Thank you for watching. We'll have more videos from GovWare 2024. Make sure you follow, like, subscribe, and otherwise we will see you on the next one. Bye now.